Good morning. So St. Patrick's Day is on Tuesday, so I have to say this, top of the morning to you. And you say back to me, and the rest of the day to you. So there you go. So today is a super busy day, lots of things going on. And we're grateful to welcome Rebecca Abraxas again for our music. And Rebecca is going to be moving out of the country sometime probably in the summer. So make sure you say hello to her today. All right, so we gather today, and I want to welcome you to Columbine, where centered in God, we celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance for all. And we start with music from Rebecca, so please stand.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, well, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! Monday, Tuesday, I'm gonna let it shine. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna let it shine. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm gonna walk in peace and love. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna walk in peace and love. Well, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna walk in peace and love. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. This little light of mine, little light, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Nice job, everybody.
And now we invite up all our young people. Come on up and shine.
Good morning, Columbine. I think we're all here. Spring break, not bad, you guys. This is so cool. So we are, the whole church, all of Columbine, we are doing a reimagining. And I just want to tell you a personal story that is really phenomenal. So I think it was like 2020. I woke up and I just had this wash. I call it a wash. And it was just this vision. And it was about Sunday school. The church was, everything was closed down, right? But I just had this vision about recreating Sunday school from the way I was brought up in Sunday school, where you have little classrooms and worksheets and that type of thing. And so I just had this vision. And so I called Sue and Scott and I said, I have this vision, and it's completely out of the box, and it's hands-on. It's collaborative, it's creative, it's everything that, not everything that Sunday School's not, but it's done or created in a way that has not been done. And I remember Sue and Scott going, sounds kind of fascinating. And I wasn't on staff, and I didn't have anything to do with it. And about a year later, we revisited that. And our whole program is that revisioning of Sunday School. So I just wanted to let you guys know, because that's what we're going to be doing a lot of today. So. And because of that, any of our families that are here today, if you can stay and revision with us, that would be awesome. Because all of the possibilities. Oh, and there is childcare, absolutely. So we have a featured family. So I'm going to pass the mic over. If you guys can just introduce yourself. Sure.
Thank you, Jeannie. Hi, everyone. My name is Juliana. Here's my husband,
Jan.
Vincent. Say hello.
Hi.
Sebastian is across the room. There you go.
Hey.
So just wanted to share a little bit about our journey to Columbine. We moved from Miami, Florida to Boulder, Colorado 18 months ago. And like many of us, we were looking for a community and explored a few places, found Unity Columbine, fell in love with it. We feel like it's super aligned with our family's values, and we're so happy to have found you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, you can bless us out.
We love
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God, love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace, peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. One more time. God gives me everything I need.
Now we transition to a quieter part of our service for prayer and meditation. So we'll have a bit of music and then be led by one of our prayer chaplains, Vicki Hopkins.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, I am peace.
So, in the stillness of this moment, let us drop our thoughts of the outside world and embrace the stillness of this moment, where we feel connected with our divine essence. That sweet spirit that flows through each and every one of us, giving us life, giving us love, giving us joy. From the moment that we were born, it has been our power. It has been our existence. It has been the gift of life. And we say thank you. Thank you to that spirit within, to that Christ spirit that holds us and supports us and enables us with every breath, regardless of the outside world. The only way that we can find peace in this outer world is by finding the peace within. And it was here with that first breath, and it will be with us at that final breath. And how can we not be grateful? How can we not be joy-filled? Because we have been given by this divine universe the gift of life. And along with our life, we have other powers, wisdom and intuition and love. But the Bible says, and the greatest of this is love. And so we pause for a few minutes of silence where we feel embraced and encompassed by our divine spirit, reaching out to each and every one in this room, in our cities, in our country, in the world. And so it is. Light, love, and gratitude. We say amen.
Amen. Life can have a funny way of building you up and taking you down. But life is never against you. It's like a magic mirror. It helps you see and has your back. You're beautiful in the light. You're beautiful in the light. Stay beautiful in your light. You're beautiful. Your tears and your laughter and everything in between can give you information of what and where you want to be. But the present's where you get to be free. You're beautiful in the light. You're beautiful in the light. Stay beautiful in your light. You're beautiful. Nothing takes away your dreams. Nothing takes your joy. There's nothing that can ruin your day. You get to make the choice. And this is your moment to find a way. You sparkle, you smile, you be you. No one can be the you you be. You sparkle, you smile, you be you. No one can be the you you be. You're beautiful in the light. You're beautiful in the light. Stay beautiful in your light. You're beautiful.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Vicki. So today's the 15th of March, and I was looking for, what do you talk about, the Ides of March? You've heard of that. Then Julius Caesar was assassinated by his senators, and thought, what's the meaning of that? And as I was looking for something, I came up, there's also a feast of Anna Perenna, which Annapurna in Roman mythology is a minor deity, but a deity about renewal and new life. And so it's known to be celebrated, this feast of Annapurna, by picnics and celebrating growth and life. And like, what a beautiful time to have a revisioning session here. And I think about, Caesar or Shakespeare saying, "Beware the Ides of March." And instead of beware the Ides of March, be aware of the divine life that is surging through you. That we can do that instead of be aware. Beware. I got that all mixed up. You guys knew what I was talking about. Okay. Anyway, it can be so easy to beware the Ides of March, to look for what is the next thing that's going to happen. What is the next bad thing that's going to happen, especially when we look at the news and we see greed and we see abuse of power and we see war. But we can rise above that. Yes, we see those things. And we're invited here to rise above that and have a better conversation. I was in Prosperity Plus 2. We've been doing that series. And last week in the video, Mary Morrissey showed covers of Time magazines. The war in the Middle East, the economy, all these things about the economy and the oil crisis and wars. And then she said, and this came out in maybe 2015, she said, and all these Time magazine covers are from 30 years ago. They could be today's covers of Time magazine. We keep having the same conversation. We keep having the same things repeat themselves over and over and over, and aren't we tired of that? And don't we want to lift ourselves above that and have better conversations, have more, about growth, about life, about love? I think we're so ready for that. And it'll take enough of us to do that, to hold that consciousness in spite of what we see going on in the world. It can be hard to do. But I'm so glad that we're having this revision session this afternoon, where we get an opportunity to look at where are we as a community. What have we done? All the wonderful things we've done here. We had a comprehensive strategic plan that we created over several months in 2022. And it's been 4 years. And so this is not the exact same community that created that plan. And so we want to hear from as many of you as possible. If you can stay for our meeting at 1 o'clock, we want to hear your voice. What wants to emerge now? How do we want to show up now in the world? How, as a spiritual community? Who are we now? And so we get an opportunity, and we want your voice. We want you to be heard. And one of the ways that we can do that is to reimagine. It doesn't mean we have to throw everything out that we've done, but just let new ideas emerge. It's funny, Martha Creek and I, she's going to be facilitating it via Zoom, but she and I planned this last fall. It was way before Christmas. And it was set for this date, March 15th. And right before Lent, this little Lent booklet came out, talk about synchronicity. March 15th, reframing with imagination. There's a little article about how we can reframe our past, that the past, even though we're seeing the past repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself, it doesn't have to be that way. We can reframe it. Think about our own personal lives. Take something in your life that is not working so well. or something that happened in the past that you label as a challenge or a problem. And then observe the facts about that situation. What are the facts about it? Then think about what story have you created around that? What story have you created around those facts? And is that true? Is that story true? Or is it based on whatever your beliefs are, whatever your perceptions are? And so this is where we can use our power of imagination, one of our 12 spiritual powers. Use that power of imagination to create, to envision, to see it differently, to open to different possibilities about that situation. Create something better, something that serves you, something that uplifts you and everyone else. This is how we reframe using our power of imagination. The past doesn't have to keep repeating itself. One of the ways that we can reframe or use our power of imagination is by asking better questions. Sitting with better questions instead of thinking we know the answer and we have our viewpoint and we have our perception and this is the way it is. And that is not always objective truth. Working with the Possibility Principle by Mel Schwartz, the chapter I was working with this week is the chapter on moving beyond either-or thinking. Moving beyond either-or thinking. Moving beyond either-or thinking, we often call that duality thinking, that it's this or this. Everything has to be either this or this, and we define things by looking at their opposites. And what happens when we think from this point of view, this worldview, this mechanistic worldview, is that we miss all the stuff in between, all the other possibilities in between this or this. We miss it. And there's a whole lot more possibilities, there's a whole lot more potential if we look at the whole, because either-or thinking is fragmented. It's not looking at the wholeness of a situation or the wholeness of that person that gets on our nerves. We're looking at it from this extreme or that extreme instead of all of it. And so we want to ask better questions so that we have a better understanding. Mel Schwartz says this: questions are far more powerful than answers, as they direct where our attention goes. Asking new or different questions makes us present to new engagements and opportunities. It's so powerful to be in this I don't know mindset, because that opens us up to lots of different options instead of thinking it's this or this. And the this or this is about our beliefs. And what do we believe? What are we holding? It challenges our beliefs if we allow all of it, if we allow the gray in between, if we allow ourselves to look at life from a quantum viewpoint, from a participatory viewpoint, where we create our lives, where we allow ourselves to see the full potential of each of us, ourselves and each other. But we often don't see that because we live the same things over and over and over. I was in a spiritual direction session on Friday. I meet with my spiritual director once a month. And as I was talking, she noticed a phrase that I used a couple times. And she pointed it out to me, which is a good spiritual director will do. She said, you've said, I need approval a couple times. What's that about? And so I had to sit with that, and it brought some tears, and I knew that it was touching something in me. And I realized that I thought I had gotten rid of that. I thought I had transcended that old unconscious belief of I need approval, but I uncovered another layer of it, that it was still there, and it was alive and well in my consciousness. And so she gave me an assignment, which she doesn't usually do, but she said, remember, did you ever take 4T class? How many of you took 4T Prosperity? It was an old program. We did it years ago. We've done it here. I did it in my other church. I've done it a few times. And in 4T, from the very first week, you're given an assignment to say, I am prosperous 100 times a day. So she goes, you remember that? I go, yeah, of course I remember that. How do you forget that you're saying I am prosperous for 12 weeks every day? I am prosperous 100 times. She said, how did you feel at the end of those 12 weeks? I felt prosperous because you shift your consciousness. You start believing the things you tell yourself. And so she said, I want you to say for 12 weeks every day, I am love. I am love. So I started yesterday. I am love. I am love. What if each of us really believed that? How would that change our lives? How would it change our communities? How would it change our world if we knew that we were love? If we could revision our lives and see ourselves that way. Mel Schwartz says this about beliefs. Beliefs are informed and shaped by our family of origin, our culture, education, experiences, and worldview. To cite just a few factors. We shouldn't make the error of concluding that these are commensurate with being objective truth. For if they are, they will deny the truths of other people and make dialogue impossible. See how the things we tell ourselves, they become our truth, they become our way of being, they become how we see the world, they become how we see each other, true or not. And that's why we have so many conflicts and why we have so much stuff that goes on and that we don't want in our lives. If every one of us could know that we are love, wouldn't that be a miracle? And we're in the business here of miracle making at this center. Jeannie talked about it. In 2021, when we hired her, we had very few young families, like a handful. And look at us now. That's a miracle. A miracle, something that you don't expect to happen and don't know how it could happen, and it happens. We didn't know that we would today have 80 families. It's a miracle. There was a study last year that asked the question of people, how do you believe in miracles? And 67% said yes, 15% said no, and the rest were undecided. In 2020, same question asked, 80% said yes. So what does that say about a sense of hope? Miracles, in A Course in Miracles, means shifting your perception from fear to love. And the Buddhists say this: miracles start to happen when you give as much energy to your dreams as you do to your fears. Are we giving energy to our dreams? Are we giving energy to those things that matter to us? Or are we giving energy to our fears? Look at your conversations. Be aware of what you're saying to people, to each other. Be aware of the little comments that you make, just offhandedly or unconsciously, that just come out of your mouth. It'll show you where your beliefs are. So I found 3 people who revisioned their lives, who had miracles happen, who are really inspiring. And the first one is Tara. I'm going to not pronounce her name right. There she is. Tararai Trent. Tararai Trent. Does anybody know? She's been on Oprah. Anyway, apologize. I said it right first service. She was born in Zimbabwe. And she was born into a cycle of poverty and abuse. And she had a brother. The brother got to go to school, and she didn't, because she was a girl, and she was expected to marry, and boys were expected to provide for their families. So she didn't get to go to school, but her biggest dream was to get educated. And so her brother was going to school, and he would bring his books home, and she taught herself how to read, and she taught herself how to do math. And then her brother was not such a great student. He wasn't all that interested, so she started doing his homework. And the teacher recognized that the homework was getting a whole lot better. And then the teacher realized it was her doing the homework, and he went to her father and said, she's got to be in school. She's so smart. And so he let her go to school for just a short time. And as a teenager, he got a bride price of a cow and married her off, and she was no longer able to go to school. And by the time she was 18, she had 3 kids. And her husband beat her because she kept saying she wanted an education. Her mother encouraged her to write down her dreams on a piece of paper, and she had 4. She wanted to go to America. She wanted to get her bachelor's degree. She wanted to get a master's degree, and she wanted to get a PhD. And she put these 4 goals on a piece of paper and put it in a tin can and buried it in her yard. She was planting a seed. 8 years later, she ended up in America with her husband and 5 kids. He ended up getting deported for abuse. They got divorced. She remarried. She got her bachelor's degree in 3 years. She got her master's degree. She got her PhD. And she went back to Zimbabwe and dug up that can and took out her list and checked off all 4 goals. She is inspiring. She's been on the Oprah show a couple of times. Oprah has said she's her favorite guest. She has opened schools in Zimbabwe. She's a real humanitarian. I don't know why I'm getting so touched right now, but she has done incredible things, especially for girls. Inspiring woman, truly inspiring woman. The next is Chris Brasher. We're going kind of back in time here. He was an Olympic gold medalist in 1956. He was a track and field athlete, and he did the 3,000 meter steeplechase. That's where he won his gold medal. He was celebrating. They took it away from him because they thought there was some cheating going on, and then they reviewed and said, no, there wasn't. And when he found out that he was still going to get the gold medal, he was celebrating to no end. He said he was the first one who's ever drunk on the platform getting his gold medal. A few years later, he's from England, from London. A few years later, he went to New York to run in the New York City Marathon. And he was astounded by how so many people from so many different countries, races, differences, different economic differences, all these people were coming together in New York City to cheer each other on, to be there, to support. He said the love that he felt in the city during this race was incredible. And he wanted to bring that feeling back to London. There was no marathon in London at the time. This was the late 70s. London in the late 70s was not a safe place. It was not a clean place. It was not a place where people came together and supported each other. And so his dream, Chris Brasher, was to go back home and start a marathon there. He wanted to create that field. He wanted to cultivate that sense of community and love that he experienced in New York City. And in 1981, he did London's first marathon. Inspiring. He cultivated the field of love, community. The next is, we're going back further here, George Mueller. George Mueller was born in Germany. He was a thief from the age of like 10. He was a playboy. He was a gambler. He got arrested. He was in jail. And then he went to a Bible study with a friend. He'd always felt like something was missing in his life. And he went to this Bible study. He didn't even have a Bible. He had to look on it at his friend's Bible. And that whatever the passage was, something shifted in him. And he knew that he had to revision his life. He needed to have a different kind of life going forward. And he decided he wanted to be a missionary. So he moved to Bristol, England, where he started taking in orphans off the street and feeding them and getting them an education and sending them to school. And he kept doing more and more orphans that he would find. And he had one house and then they didn't fit, and another house until he had to buy a big home for like 100 kids. And he never asked for donations. He didn't have a paying job, but he gave thanks in advance. And he knew that he just had this strong, strong faith that Spirit would provide. And so one day, all the kids were ready for school, and the housekeeper came to George and said, they're all ready for school, but there's no food at all in the cupboards. And George said, let's pray. And this was the prayer. Divine provider, I give thanks for that which is already on its way. I have set the table and I am ready to receive. And not a moment later, a knock on the door. A baker, baker in town came and said, I woke up at 2 a.m. and I just knew I had to bake bread for your orphanage, and here you go. And right after that, a milk cart broke down, a wheel fell off of it, and the milkman came to the orphanage and said, can your children drink this milk? It's going to spoil by the time I get my cart fixed again. So they had bread and they had milk, and they had a lot to be thankful for. He harvested the good by thanking in advance. So we have Tererai Trent, who planted the seed, and we have Chris Brasher, who cultivated the field, and we have George Mueller, who harvested the good. And that's what we're going to do here this afternoon. We're going to plant some seeds. Plant some seeds for what do we want the future to look like? You all got a green piece of paper, right? Does anyone not have a little green piece of paper? If our ushers could pass out some of the green paper. There aren't any more? Oh. Well, maybe you could, somebody next to you could tear it off. You don't need it that big. You can rip it in half and give it to someone. You can share. This is the fishes and loaves. We're going to have enough. And if you're at home, I invite you to grab a piece of paper. There's pens, and you can share your pens. So the assignment is, if you're willing, think of something a dream of yours, something that you have been afraid to say out loud, something you haven't shared with anyone, something that you want to see manifest in your life. And write it down. Write it down. Because then you're going to take that home. You don't have to share this with anyone. You're going to take that home and you're going to bury it. Bury it in your yard, bury it in a house plant, a potted plant, put it under a stone, anywhere, just bury it. It's not like we're going to bury it and forget it. We're going to allow it to grow. We're planting a seed for something wonderful to happen. We're re-envisioning a part of our life that we want to change, that we want. And your life could be fantastic, and there's always something more or better that can serve you, that can serve others. So think of something and bury that. Then the other part of this assignment is to be ready for your good. Cultivate the field with love. Cultivate it with community. Be in spiritual community where, like this, where you're supported with love and tenderness and gentleness. And then harvest the good by thanking in advance for that good to find its way to you. If you're looking for a relationship, set another place at the table. If you're looking for a new job, clear out your desk. If you're looking for a place to find peace, find a place in your home where you can meditate. The point is to get ready for it to come. Don't wait until it comes and then you have to scramble and figure things out. Get ready for it now. Think in advance. So we'll be doing that this afternoon, a little bit of this, planting seeds and cultivating the field. And then we look forward to harvesting the good. That we can do this in our lives, we can do it in our community, and we can change the world. We can change the world, recognizing we are love, and we have the ability to imagine, to create something better than what we're seeing out there. Allow it to come from in here. Peace be with you. Namaste.
Change a problem when we're stuck in a quicksand. Arm in arm, sinking deeper if we don't see a bigger plan. Change, be the power of a new dawn. And this is where we start, where we start, where we start. Like a phoenix from the ashes, we can rise above the masses, straying from the rat race trail so our hearts can really sail. Be you and now, be the glory of life, standing tall, be the change, be the power of a new dawn. This is where we start, where we start. rise above your demise? Will you remember the truth instead of all the lies? Will you remember what's right about you instead of what's falling apart? This is where we make change from. This is where we start. Where we start. Where we start. Ooh, yeah. Be you and now. Be the glory of life standing tall. Be the change. Be the power of a new dawn. This is where we start. Where we start. Where we start. Yeah.
So, together we gather on Sunday mornings and we remind ourselves, why do we even do that? So, let's say together our purpose statement. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. And we're grateful for the impact of each of you here. Your energetic self is here, your heart is here, and we're very grateful for that. And this is the time also that we invite you to continue supporting Columbine financially so that we can gather, so that we have a wonderful place to gather in this large group and in our small groups and in all the ways that we do things throughout the week and the month and the year. So at this time, we always want to bless the offerings that you share with us. So please say together with me the blessing. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. And we are indeed grateful. And as the offering bags make their way through the sanctuary, let's turn and give a wave to our production team and our online viewers. Hello, we're so glad that the production team allows this to happen and that people can remain feeling connected here, even when they can't physically be here. And if you're here for the first time, or the first time in a long time, please join us in Foss Hall after the service. We have a fellowship time, some nibbles, and a chance to visit with people. And then, as Reverend Sue mentioned, the reimagining starts at 1. So if you already registered and ordered a lunch, you'll go to Foss Hall and Carrie is in there and she'll have the lunches ready for you. If you didn't and you've decided you want to stay, and some people have brought picnic lunches, or I don't know, it's probably not a picnic day, but you can, find a spot to have your own lunch if you brought it. But also, if you decide, I really want to stay for this, there's a couple of eating spots down the road, and you have nearly an hour. So hopefully one way or another you'll get yourself fed and then join us at 1 o'clock so that we can really, this is where we start. Like you were singing that song, it was so perfect for that, for this whole gathering at 1 o'clock. So please join us. And then the Belonging Project continues to grow and evolve. And Rebecca was here earlier in the month for the Belonging Project, for the sound bowls for healing. And then the one coming up is going to be a program that's titled Motivated to Belong. And Reverend Pedro is going to share with us about the Enneagram. He's very knowledgeable about this and very passionate about it. But it's not going to be just sit and listen. There's going to be a potluck first, and then the children will go downstairs. And he has some interactive ideas just for us to learn more about the Enneagram and share what it means and what it means in particular in community. And then next Sunday after the service, we'll have our first rehearsal for the Easter choir. So if you're a singer and you would like to join us, it's not too late. You can join. I can give you the information for that. And today after service, it's going to be really hectic because we're getting everything ready. So, but send me an email, and I'll be glad to get you that information. And then on Holy Thursday, we have a contemplative service here, and it includes a hand washing, and it's just a time to help us enter into the Easter season. It's a really beautiful, fairly short service, and we welcome you to join us for that. And then Easter Sunday, 9 and 11, and we have the tulips are on their way, and we'll have the Easter choir up here, and a beautiful service for you to enjoy at 9 or at 11. And your Board of Trustees will meet on Wednesday this week, so if you have anything that you'd like to share with them, and I always want to say, compliments are welcome. These people work really hard and give a lot of energy and imagination to what's happening here. So who is here right now that's on the Board of Trustees? Terry, and then Sue, of course, and Glenn, and Linda, and Judy. Okay, great. So share your ideas, please, if you want to. And then Next Generation Unity has been started here by Raven Jane. And many of you know Raven. She's not often here on Sundays, but she is really passionate about this, bringing unity alive for those 18 to 40 years old. So if you're in that category, if you know somebody in that category, think about having them join on this third Tuesday of each month. And details you can find in your Thursday email update. Who's our ambassador for today? Oh, Johnny's our ambassador, thank you. So if you have questions, please try to catch him out in the foyer or in Foss Hall. And who are our prayer chaplains for today? Oh, all right, we have Brooke and Christy. Thank you so much. They'll be available to you right in here in the sanctuary after the service. It's a beautiful way, a beautiful option for you to receive prayer here at Columbine. So let's stand for our final song and our prayer for protection.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Be here and now. Be the glory of life standing tall. Be the change. Be the power of a new dawn. This is where we start. Where we start. Where we start. Yeah. Will you remember your greatness above?